Hey guys, Mike here. Wanted to share some interesting news for all of you Final Fantasy Tactics fans out there. Thanks to Thiago, one of our viewers, he sent me this link to an interview with Yasumi Matsuno on Siliconera, and I'll go ahead and put this link in the description for you. For those of you who don't know the name, Yasumi Matsuno is the writer and director of Final Fantasy Tactics, Vagrant Story, and also the original creator of the scenario of Final Fantasy XII. Anyways, he's working on this new game with Cygames called Lost Order, and it is a real-time tactics game. Real-time tactics differs from real-time strategy in that real-time strategy games like Command & Conquer or StarCraft are about resource management and base building, and real-time tactics games don't really have that aspect to them. You know, think more like Total War than Red Alert. Anyways, a real-time tactics game called Lost Order that will be coming to iOS and Android devices. Now, I know that that's going to immediately turn off a lot of people, because what that means in modern game development, especially for Japanese games, is that there will very likely be gacha systems and a lot of other kind of really annoying aspects to it. I definitely am not a big fan of mobile titles, especially from Japanese developers, for that reason. I can't get into Brave Exvius or Mobius or a lot of these recent Final Fantasy titles that they've released on mobile platforms, because I can't stand like drawing or just sort of the randomness of some of these gacha systems, right? It really bugs me personally. That being said, I actually really enjoyed Chaos Rings. Do you guys remember that game? It was a mobile game from Square Enix, came out in 2010. I think I played it back in like 2012. But that was a really excellent RPG and actually worked really well on the phone. But it didn't have all of these weird sort of like gacha systems that they have in the mobile games they make right now. And I really wish that they could just make more mobile games like that, personally. However, what I'm reading from a lot of people who have been following Cygames, and by the way, this is the same developer that made Grand Blue Fantasy, so if that sort of appealed to you at all, then maybe you want to keep your eye on this one, especially if you're into Final Fantasy Tactics. But what I'm reading from people who played that was that in that game, or at least in Cygames traditionally, in the games that they make, they're a little bit more generous with their gacha systems. It's not quite as annoying as it is in a lot of titles from other developers. Anyways, take a look at some of this concept art. I think it looks really cool. It definitely has that Yasumi Matsuno kind of feel to it, and I personally really love Final Fantasy Tactics. I think that when it comes to storytelling, it is probably the strongest of any of the Final Fantasy games. I love the setting, I love the world of Ivalice, and from what I've played of both Final Fantasy XII and especially A Vagrant Story, I just love his way of presenting a story. It's just really, really, really good. So I'm going to definitely keep my eye on this one, and again, the link to this interview will be in the video description, so go check it out and let me know what you guys think of all of this. Another big piece of news, Mass Effect Andromeda finally got a release date today. It's going to be coming out on March 21st, and that's actually pretty close. Some of you who have been watching the channel for a long time know how much I love the Mass Effect series, but also how apprehensive I am about this one. At the same time, I am really excited because I'm going to be jumping back into the series, maybe to do some videos leading up to the release of Mass Effect Andromeda. And it's just kind of getting me pumped again. The fact that it's right here around the corner, just a couple months away, is really exciting. I know that BioWare has had a really hard time holding on to writers. I feel like not getting Drew Karpyshyn back for Mass Effect 3 was a big reason why it disappointed in its ending. And I think that, you know, keeping writers happy is very important when it comes to these big AAA games that are very story-driven. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this, and we'll see you again really soon.